it's Kelly and I'm back with another video today. This will be the story of a special birthday dinner for me. So I am going to use a lot of pieces from Dear Lizzie here. It's mostly Dear Lizzie, and a lot of it is from Fine and Dandy, but I do have a few other things as well here. So I'm going to start out backing this layout on that basil pink cardstock. I don't have the name for it, it's just I know it's basil. And I'm going to take this polka dot paper from the Dear Lizzie Fine and Dandy collection. That is called Stripy Straws. And then I am going to use that little border strip there, and that I cut off from the Stripy Straws paper as well. So those are really one and the same. It's just that I cut it apart because I'm thinking I might want it to go all the way across the outside border there, but I'm not sure. So then I cut that piece of blue or aqua stripe paper, and that is from Dear Lizzie Saturday, and that is the Uptown paper. And I left that little bit of a frame around it kind of to pull everything together. All right, so I'm just going to get that on there, and you can see they're not the same collection, but they really work really well. That is one nice thing about working within the same sort of, not just manufacturer, but same designer, is that will often happen then. So as you can see there, right now I have that border strip stretched across all three, and I'm trying to decide what I want to do here. And what I was thinking is that you would just see sort of, you know, the blue sitting there, and so that would make sense to leave the border strip then sitting across all three as sort of like a shelf for it to rest on. But then I'm going to take a look at this, and now all you can see of the blue paper is the paper right at the top. And it sort of feels like a waste to me. You know, I don't normally get really concerned about stuff like that, that if I hide a lot of the paper, no big deal for me. I have a ton of paper, trust me. I can afford to, quote, hide a few things. However, from a design perspective, I really wanted to see some of that blue paper. So I'm going to move my three photos up here, and they're not quite 4x4s. They're close, but they're not quite. When I trimmed them, I didn't trim them exactly evenly. All right, so, and I misspoke there, guys, sorry. What I didn't realize is that I'm kind of playing around with this because I don't think I left enough paper, and that is true. I didn't leave enough of that blue paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim the next section off of it and put a little more paper down there. I totally forgot about that. It's been a while since I created this. When I'm voicing this over, it's been more than 3 weeks since I actually created this. I was scrapbooking with a friend one entire weekend, and so I made a lot of videos, and you guys have seen a good portion of those videos already, but not all of them. So sorry about that. I forgot about that. Anyway, okay. So I kind of hid it under the photographs. You can't really tell that that's what I did. So that's a good thing. Anyway, so we finally have that photo cluster done. I finally have the little polka dotted border strip from Stripy Straws down. And now I want something to journal on. So this is from the cut apart sheet from Fine and Dandy, and that cut apart sheet is called Pretty Packages. Now, I did save the business card from the restaurant that we ate at. It is called the Union House, and it's a very old restaurant sort of in my area. Not quite where I live, but not too far away. And it's the friends that took me here for my birthday, it's one of their absolute favorite restaurants. And last year, we realized that even though I've eaten in a lot of nice restaurants, I'd never eaten in this one. So they took me here, we had a great meal, and then they did it again this year. So I'm going to use that business card just to kind of, you know, as a sort of title replacement. And then I'm going to put some chipboard on here. And that is the Eat Cake chipboard there. I'm also working with that circle right now, but that is not going to stay. I like that little present. And that chipboard is from the Fine and Dandy, the Fine and Dandy Thickers called Darling Details. And then right over the top of my dessert, I put that little banner that says Eat Dessert First. Now, the story about this is I had French onion soup. We shared some escargot. I had these amazing scallops with angel hair pasta, and I left most of the pasta just because I've been sort of on a getting healthy kick, and not that I couldn't have eaten it. I certainly would have. It was my birthday, but I would have been too full, and I knew at the end I wanted to save room for this last thing, which is the dessert. They make this incredible peanut butter cup pie that I can't even tell you. It is my favorite dessert anywhere. I have sort of jokingly said that if I ever ended up on death row, that that would be part of my last meal. So that's not really funny, but you know what I mean. It is that good. It's amazing. It's also not that far from where I work, but I never go there. I've said I could just call them and order it because it's always on the menu for a takeout, but I have not done that. So anyway, this layout is actually going relatively fast, considering, just because there's a few pieces here, but I don't have to, it's easy because of what it is. So I'm still trying to get that piece on there, but not loving it where it is. It just doesn't feel very balanced to me. So I'm still playing around. I do like the pink of that though. So while I'm playing around with that and not being satisfied by it, I'm going to try other things instead. So that happy day, that was just too big, too many words. And then I saw these candles, and it is my birthday celebration there. There is a candle in that photo of the dessert. And I thought, oh, of course, that will make sense to do that, to add that in. All right, then I am adding these enamel dots. The large orange enamel dots are going to be from My Mind's Eye Collectible. The Unforgettable Details, and it's the first enamel dots. My Mind's Eye has such long names for their enamel dots, but these are really old. And then the pink and small orange enamel dots are going to be from My Mind's Eye Notable, the cute collection, the enamel dots. And I have to say that in case you weren't paying attention, I actually finished both packages of these. So that's why I just did that little hand clap. All right, so there will be a still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye.